Every story has a message. Well, at least the majority of them do. As the writing community has grown in both accessibility and population, this statement as a whole has been drawn into question. Some writing is meaningless, merely existing for the purpose of telling a cool story without anything truly complex backing it up. And this is cool. I like this. But in the world of professional writing, a space where people are much more critical and judgmental, in critiques of your for fun narrative, you'll hear a word, a question be repeated almost ad nauseum. What is the theme of your narrative? For many writers, including myself at times, the presence of an overarching theme isn't always a conscious decision. This is something I've discussed in other videos, but stories tend to follow patterns, and because of this, themes tend to emerge naturally as a plot progresses. Stories like Black Clover, for example, likely weren't written with thoughts of a deep overarching theme in mind, primarily due to the consumable nature of the series' underlying messages. It's not a complicated show, and that's by design, but you want more. You want to write something with meaning, something that can stick with your audience long after they close the pages of your magnum opus, and something that can bring important issues and mentalities into perspective. But even with such ambition, you still have no idea where to begin, how to express a theme that can connect with your audience. So I'll ask you myself, what is the theme of your narrative? Before you can focus on execution, you need to find out what your theme is in the first place. A theme can be as complex or as simple as you want it to be, but one thing must be true for every theme. It has to be felt in your narrative. A Man Called Otto is a film which follows this example perfectly. To avoid spoilers and save time, I'm going to keep this brief, but I do recommend giving the movie a watch if you haven't cried in a while. A Man Called Otto follows the story of a suicidal old man called Otto, who through various interactions with the annoyingly friendly people around him finds a new reason to live in the wake of his wife's passing. Already you can tell what kind of story Otto is going to be, and through this understanding, you can identify some of the themes of the narrative without even watching the movie yourself. This makes it easier for you as a member of the audience to embrace the themes of the narrative, as there's likely something within the concept alone that resonates with you. Otto is a story with themes of grief, and defining the good in those surrounding you. And as a writer, this is a textbook example of a premise being developed by the theme. With a story like Otto, there are limitless directions and countless possibilities to explore from an emotional standpoint. Yet in spite of this, the theme itself feels right at home in the setting, and supported by the actions of the characters. Finding a theme for your narrative is a matter of considering the perspective you want to express, and simply thinking about how your plot can explore that perspective. The reason I'm using A Man Called Otto as an example here is because of how simple it is. The theme, for all intents and purposes, is the plot, and as such, it's easier to identify what goes into developing the theme as a whole. Themes are all about execution. How well you can pull it off and how much it'll connect with the audience depends on a wide variety of factors. However, there is one thing that towers above all else. That is the line between a soapbox and a respectable narrative. The nuance of your story. With every story comes differing perspectives on the same topic. Conflict stems from disagreement, and with that conflict comes nuance. Whether it's a morally gray anti-hero, a romantic dispute where both sides are in the wrong, or a war where there's flaws on both sides. When crafting your narrative around your theme, you must take into consideration the nuance of your theme as a whole. My Hero Academia is a series with an underlying theme of redemption. However, there are multiple characters that are shown to be beyond redemption, less emotionally human than the characters surrounding them, or so emotionally broken that they're impossible to reason with. These are nuances, from which some of the series' most interesting arcs emerge. Nuance is important for the theme of your narrative because it can both challenge your theme and support it at the same time. It makes you ask questions as the writer to which you can create an answer for in your narrative, slapping some meat on the bones of your story and giving the audience a chance to ask questions themselves, rewarding their investment in your narrative. When you're watching Hunter x Hunter and the morality of the characters comes into question, such as that of Gon, you're invested in the narrative because of the nuance put on display. Gon as a character is a deconstruction of the shonen anime protagonist, caring about his friends to a psychopathic degree while caring significantly less about those around them, to the point of not caring even if people die in front of them. The theme of friendship and compassion is challenged when the most innocent character is revealed to be insane and willing to kill or be killed with little to no restraint as long as he gets his way. Gon's actions are childish, reflecting his age and lending further context to his worldview, while also establishing that the themes of this narrative are meant to be questioned. The theme of friendship which clouds Obligon's half of the series is deep and complex, with multiple layers to peel back and explore as the series goes on, connecting with the audience at an emotional level as they're forced to question themselves and what they're willing to justify when it comes to the actions of a character they support. The themes of Hunter x Hunter are loose and never strongly defined, but they're apparent through the actions of the characters and the narrative tropes that are put on display and deconstructed. The series of Hunter x Hunter has meaning beyond itself because it draws into perspective the nature of the genre as a whole, its themes and its characters serving as windows from the outside into the worlds we so readily consume. That nuance is the life of the themes put on display, and without all of the things we've mentioned so far, without the attention to detail and the care that comes with writing a compelling project, nothing you make would ever feel truly complete. Growing as a writer is a slow and annoying process. At times it feels like you fucked up the simplest things without thinking, like you've overlooked a key part of the process and now nothing feels right. But in spite of this, you push on. You push yourself to make something that has meaning deeper than just words on a page, something that'll push your readers to read between the lines and crack open your story again and again. You have a vision that you want to share with the world at large, a message that you want to deliver, and you use your underlying themes to get this message across. It's this meaning that stops your writing from feeling lifeless, aimless. It's what encourages your readers to respect what you've created and what draws admiration from your peers. The theme of your story is the soul of your story, and without it, there would be nothing to love. My name is John Sage, and thanks for watching. Hello everyone, it is Editing Room John once more, back again to thank you guys for watching this video all the way to the end and sticking around to listen to me yap at you for a little bit. As per usual, I had a lot of fun making this video. I feel like I've definitely improved in some areas, and I feel like my style is becoming a little bit more refined. I definitely feel really comfortable with this video and the way that it came out, and I hope like those of you who follow me for watching me yapping about anime and shit didn't really mind the Otto segment. In general, I do watch more than just fucking Japanese cartoons, so I am probably going to start referencing a little bit more than that in my later videos and things of that nature. I hope that you guys have learned something from this video. I'm kind of trying to take my content into more of an educational route. Not necessarily not talking about things that I like, obviously, but more so trying to actually help you guys become better writers and things like that, because that was kind of the intention of this channel from the start, and I feel like I've tried to kind of maintain that mission. Overall, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I put a lot of work into this. I feel like I'm getting a little bit more consistent, and that uploading on a consistent schedule is definitely like way more comfortable for me than what I was doing before. And overall, I'm just really excited for the month of December. I have a lot of really cool shit that I want to do planned for you guys. I have a lot of really cool shit that I want to do planned for myself that I want to work on. And yeah, overall, it is just a pleasure having you all here. You guys are an amazing audience, and I thank you every single day for just watching my content, because it fills me with so much motivation to do what I do. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have an amazing rest of your day. Peace out.